Many years ago, in a bustling Yoruba community, a young lady named Adesewa gained admission into a prestigious university at the age of 20. Bright and eager, she left her family with high hopes and dreams. Her parents, especially her father, cherished their daughter dearly. Little did they know her journey would soon take an unexpected turn that would lead to a series of painful trials. Shortly after Adesewa arrived on campus, she crossed paths with a charming young engineer named Segun. He was visiting a friend on campus and their meeting felt almost like fate. They started talking and before long, they developed a strong connection. Segun, captivated by Adesewa's beauty and innocence, asked her out. Their relationship blossomed, but it wasn't long before they became emotionally entangled and Adesewa found herself pregnant. Fear gripped her heart when she discovered her condition. She confided in Segun, accepted the pregnancy but insisted against abortion. As the only child of his parents, Segun held firm that terminating the pregnancy wasn't an option. Terrified of disappointing her own parents, Adesewa fabricated reasons for why she couldn't come home after her first semester break. During the holiday, Adesewa accompanied Segun to his parents' house instead of going home. His family welcomed her as the young lady carrying their future grandchild. However, the second semester was filled with struggles as her pregnancy became increasingly visible. Unable to hide from the truth any longer, she wrote a letter to her parents. Segun, following her instructions, delivered the letter to her mother, presenting himself as a friend. Adesewa's father, heartbroken as he was told about Adesewa's condition, still loving, welcomed his daughter home after her exams, despite his profound disappointment. A month later, Adesewa gave birth to a baby boy. Segun was elated, and her father, determined that she wouldn't lose her future, planned to take care of the baby while she returned to school. Her mother brought in Adesewa's grandmother to help care for the child, and 2 months later, Adesewa resumed her studies with her father's stern warning never to repeat such a mistake. Adesewa continued her studies and her family dutifully cared for her son. Upon graduation, she announced that she was getting married. When asked who the groom was, she replied, Segun, the engineer. Her father objected, citing his disdain for Segun's Egba heritage, clashing with his Ijebu roots. No daughter of mine will marry an Egba man, declared. His wife, Adesewa's mother, urged him to let go of such prejudices. Eventually, love triumphed and he reluctantly gave his blessings. Marriage was joyous. A year later, Adesewa had a baby girl. However, trouble soon brewed after their second child. Segun insisted she couldn't work until they had all their children as planned. Reluctantly, Adesewa agreed, respecting her husband's wishes. The marriage took a darker turn when Segun began staying away from home, citing work trainings. Alone and pregnant with their third child, Adesewa's suspicions grew when she tested positive for HIV. Her world shattered. Segun too tested positive. Meanwhile, They were both negative before they got married. With the first and second pregnancies, Adesewa had tested negative. She delivered her third baby under immense stress. Segun's absence lengthened and he left her and the children with nothing. Her mother would send foodstuff, but Adesewa kept her troubles hidden. Then one day, Segun announced they were moving to a new house, a bungalow in a vast compound. When they arrived, he coldly instructed her to choose any room except his and warned her never to enter his room. Adisha, always the obedient wife, complied. Segun soon left again, disappearing for months. One afternoon, a strong urge compelled Adesewa to enter her husband's room. She hesitated, torn between obedience and curiosity, but the feeling grew stronger. She finally gave in. Inside, she saw a briefcase on the bed. Fighting against her nature, she opened it. To her shock, she found over 100 wedding invitation cards, almost identical to the ones from their wedding 8 years ago. But this time, another woman's name was on them. Her heart pounded as she realized the truth. Her husband was planning to marry another woman. Devastated, she took a card and went straight to her parents. Her father, furious and heartbroken, wanted Segun arrested, but Adesewa's mother, always the voice of calm, suggested they summon him to explain himself. When confronted, Segun brazenly dared them to have him arrested, stating, "Isn't it just 7 years in prison according to the law?" Enraged, Adisha's father nearly slapped him, but her mother intervened. Segun left and proceeded with his second wedding, leaving Adisha feeling betrayed and lost. Threatening calls soon followed, warning Adisha to leave the house, fearing for her life and her children's safety, since she was going to work and the children were at home during the summer break. She moved them to her parents' home. When she returned to her house, she found the locks changed. Segun showed no concern and refused to let her back in. For 3 months, she lived with her parents, going to work from there, and it was a distance. He later moved in with his new wife. One day, Adeshewa and her mother visited the house in order to see Segun. The new wife was the one that opened the door for them. She just opened and went to sit on a couch. When Segun came out to see them, he told them he was too busy to attend to them. Adeshewa's mother with Adeshewa went to the customary court to report the case. The court intervened, ordering Segun to provide for his first wife Adeshewa and their children. Ironically, his new wife had 3 children from a previous relationship, while Segun complained about having 4 children with Adeshewa. The woman had moved in with the 3 children from another man. The court then asked, "Who is the father of the last 2 children? If you both agreed to have 2 children and now you have 4." He was quiet. The stress took its toll on Adeshewa. She fell severely ill, with her blood count dangerously low. She had neglected her health amidst the marital chaos. She was transfused with 5 pints of blood, but still didn't get better, and she was later cross-checked and she tested positive for HIV. Her children were tested and the first 2 tested negative, while her last two tested positive to HIV. Confiding in her younger sister, she expressed her deepest regrets marrying Segun simply because he was her first love. "I didn't know my decision will land me here," she said in pain. "I have promised myself to marry the man that would be my first love. I didn't know it would become this bad." Ah, Segun. After some hours, Adesewa fell into a coma, still in the emergency unit of the teaching hospital. Her husband Segun was informed how bad his wife was in her state, but Segun coldly denied any connection to her, stating, "My wife is at home, healthy." Adesewa remained in coma for 4 days and passed away in her mid-30s. Segun and his family never showed up. In her final moments, Adesewa's love for her children and her silent suffering marked the tragic end of a life bound by choices and broken by the love she believed would last forever. It was a devastating one for Adesewa's parents, seeing their daughter suffer all in the name of love and later passed away at a very young age, leaving 4 children. The funeral was planned and her husband Segun was informed, but he never showed up. Not anyone from his side showed up. Adesewa's elder brother and her younger ones, with their friends and family members, organized a burial program for their loved one. Her children were sad to see their mother buried and their father was nowhere in the picture. After the burial, Adesewa's siblings had a meeting on how to see to the welfare of the 4 children of their late sister. Her first son was 13, her first daughter was 10, the third was 7, and the last, a girl, was 4 years plus when Adesewa passed away. The weight was heavy for the family, not the 4 children, but the emotional weight of losing Adesewa. A year and 2 months after, Adesewa's loving father passed on after battling with the loss of his beautiful, intelligent, and loving daughter. After the burial of Adesewa's father, Segun went to seek court order for him to take his children from Adesewa's family. The court invited Adesewa's mother, and the order was given that since their mother Adesewa was no more and their father was alive, he should be allowed to take care of his children. Adesewa's mother felt cheated because her husband was no more. That's how Segun took the children to his second wife, and barely 9 months after he took the children with him, the third child suddenly passed away from headache. Adesewa's first son called their grandmother on a phone call, crying that they want to go back. This was how Adesewa's mother went back to court with the help of her niece to lay a claim on Segun for neglecting the health of the boy that passed on. That's how the court ordered that the children should be with their grandmother while Segun goes to take care of the children. This was how Adesewa's remaining 3 children lived with their grandmother. Today, Adesewa's mother's joy is that her grandchildren are with her, healthy and doing well academically. Their father Segun absconded few months after the court order. No one bothered disturbing him, since he chose to fail in his responsibilities as a father to the children. Today, the first son is a graduate, a computer engineer. The first daughter, the second child, is almost through with her degree. Her last that tested positive to HIV is thriving, and an undergraduate also. To my beautiful young ladies, let's note that engaging in relationships without understanding the full weight of the consequences can lead to life-altering challenges. Adesewa's decision to get involved with Segun early on without truly knowing his character or considering a future led to a lifetime hardship. We must also note the importance of parental guidance and wisdom. Adesewa's father initially disapproved of the marriage to Segun, sensing potential issues. Sometimes parents' objections or concerns are rooted in wisdom and experience. It is crucial to consider their perspective carefully. Avoid holding on to the wrong reasons for marriage. Marrying someone out of obligation, guilt, or misplaced loyalty, such as Adesewa's choice to marry the man who disvirgined her, can lead to a lack of true compatibility and happiness. The fact that you are pregnant for him shouldn't be your reason for marrying him. Marriage should be based on love, mutual respect, and a shared vision for the future. Lack of honest communication between Adesewa and her parents, and later between her and Segun, contributed to the problems they faced. Being open about challenges and seeking support can help prevent issues from escalating. Adesewa to have opened up to her parents instead of going to Segun's place during her holiday. Adesewa's story also emphasizes the importance of being vigilant about one's health. Ignoring signs and symptoms or failing to take necessary precautions can lead to severe health crises, as seen with HIV diagnosis. The story of Adesewa shows that the choice of a life partner should not be taken lightly. Understanding a partner's values, beliefs, and attitudes towards family and commitment is essential for a long and healthy marriage. Overall, the story of Adesewa is a powerful reminder of the importance of making wise choices in love, health, and life, and the ending strength of family support amidst life's trial. Thank you for watching my story. Comments are welcome in the comment section below. Please share with me what you love about the story and what you learned from the story. This is African Tales by Hewa. Please, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, kindly do so and share with your loved ones. I appreciate your time spent on my channel. I do not take your support for granted until I come your way again with another interesting story. Bye for now.